Good day, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino Beer Review. Today you have the Rhino, and we're looking at a beer that was sent to me by the one and only Lee from Alberta, so thank you very much, Lee. This is canned on June 14th, 2016. Today is September 1st, so we are 2 weeks away from their claim up here, which is drink within 90 days of the canned on date. This is... Sorry, I'm just trying to see if it tells me what type of hops are in here. This is Luponic Distortion, which is a revolving hop series IPA. It's 5.9% alcohol. This is Revolution number 2. Bang. And I don't see anywhere on here that actually says, and it's from Firestone Walker, I don't see anything on here that actually says which hops are in here. Brewed and canned by Firestone Walker. Yeah, please recycle. Nothing. Okay. Let's drink it. Okay. Now, I was told this beer was super juicy. Right now it's fairly crystal clear in kind of that neon orange color. A slight off-white head. Very thick head. Lots of small bubbles, but they are making the big bubble pathways. Lots of snap, crackle, pop, so they're not going to stick around. I brought up the fact that I was told it is very juicy because the smell I got was a smell I get from a lot of the IPAs I do not like, which is that syrupy scent. Let's give her a sniff, shall we? It looks very nice, though. Yeah, out of the can, I get that, like, syrupy piney scent that I get from a lot of IPAs that are, say, American IPAs brewed in Canada. Farnham, for instance, had this exact same smell. The Farnham 64 and the Farnham 128. So, I've had a few beers out of Alberta, I've had a few beers out of BC, I've had a few beers here in Ontario that all have had that same scent. That slightly tinny, and again, I'm getting it out of the can, so... But slightly tinny, slightly syrupy, slightly piney scent. Now out of the glass, still have a little bit of head. But again, the snap, crackle, pop is pretty good, so it should fade down. It's been fading down pretty good, so... Okay, out of the glass I get a little bit of grapefruit and a little bit of pineapple. So the smell out of the glass is much better than out of the can, but I'm still worried about this guy. Let's try it. Cheers. Now we're not at that 90-day mark, but could age play a part in this? Possibly a little bit, because I am getting a little bit of tropical fruitiness in there. The smell was the smell of the type of IPAs I hate. And I get people a lot, well, you just don't like IPAs. No, there's certain IPAs I don't like, and there's certain IPAs I love. And the smell of this was of the IPAs I don't like. And it's good to know what you like and what you don't like, because you always get the argument, well, if you don't like a style, don't review it. No, you should review that style. Because you might, first off, learn to enjoy it or learn to appreciate it. And second off, beer is so vast and so different that you might actually find something you really enjoy in that style. So you really should keep drinking it, or you're not broadening your horizons, and you might as well just continue drinking fucking Bud. That's what it comes down to. If you don't like a style, and you refuse to try it again because you don't like that style, you might as well go back to drinking Bud, because you're not exploring things, you're not expanding your taste palettes, you're not expanding anything like that. That being, now let's go back to the beer because I'm just on a weird random rant for some reason. A little bit of grapefruit. A little bit of orange. And then that same taste profile after that I got on the nose. That syrupy sweetness mixed with a little bit of resiny pininess. A little bit of caramel up on the forefront. I do think that even though it's within the 90 days that this beer has probably lost something. In those 60 days it's lost something. I don't know what hop varieties are in this, but whatever was giving it its fruitiness, I think that fruitiness has gone to the wayside, and I'm left with almost like a centennial type of taste. Again, I have no clue what is in this, but the taste that I'm getting the most of just kind of reminds me of your average American IPA, and like your Simcoe Cascade Centennial type of things, or Chinook Cascade Centennial, just those type of IPAs. That's what I'm getting off of this. I don't think those are all the hops that are in this. I think Centennial is where I'm getting that resiny kind of pininess, and probably the syrupiness as well. All in all, though, with the smell, I thought I was going to hate it. I don't hate it. It's actually okay. And see, that's the thing. If you only drink things that you know you're going to like, you're not going to experience something like this where you sit there. Because when you do things like this, when you're drinking things that you're not sure you're going to like, you can start to pinpoint what it is you don't like. Like, I can tell you, I don't like Simcoe as a aroma hop. I like it as a flavor hop. I don't really like Centennial at all, but every once in a while I can get around it, mattering what it's mixed with. I don't like certain types of malts. I've found out I don't like certain types of bacteria that are used to sour. I don't like certain, you learn that stuff by trying things. So thank you very much for sending this out to me, Lee. I don't love it as much as you seem to. I find Firestone Walker for me is love or hate, but in this case, I'm a meh in the middle. I would give this probably a 6.5 out of 10. I don't mind it. I just don't like it. So thank you very much, guys. Au revoir. I'll be in tow. See you soon. Bye-bye. Cheers. Gonna drink this while I watch some Family Guy.